arrived here this morning after a very long and challenging journey through the airport, which you'll find out later on in the video. Get some footage of the flight as well. Had to, a few times where I was quite stressed and had to kind of think on my feet and keep my head, and I'm incredibly grateful that I'm sober, because I know if I wasn't, I would have used that excuse to just walk straight to the bar, not deal with it, and just spiral, pretty much, and just try and forget it. And the 11-hour delay that we had, I wouldn't have gone back to Tiff's. I most likely would have just gone to a bar and drank for 11 hours straight. No, well, not 11, probably not 11 hours straight, passed out somewhere and potentially missed the next flight. But because I'm sober, I managed to actually keep my head on and think productively, proactively, and actually get stuff done. Got delayed from the trip. Yeah.
Hello.
Alright. Welcome back.
Huh?
Welcome back.
I know, it's been too long, hasn't it?
Okay, so I'm just at PDX. Flight was delayed by about 11 hours, roughly. Finally boarding now, which is very good. I was a bit nervous about missing my flight, and I now have 10 minutes to go through international security in Newark to be able to make it onto my connecting flight. So it's going to be a run. Luckily I've got the new shoes on, so I can run to the next gate. But they are holding a flight seat on the flight afterwards, just in case I miss it. But I will keep you all posted. Okay, so a little bit of the backstory. So last night got to the airport after Tip dropped me off. Got in, checked in my bags in after having to repack one of them because I was overweight. Got there, got to the gate, and then I saw it was 40 minutes late. So I was like, okay, that's going to be a very tight squeeze to run to my connecting flight, which I've done many times, and usually wear my running shoes and then the backpack, which I can strap up for those reasons in particular. Get there, waiting around, thinking, okay, trying to figure out how fast I'm gonna have to run, who I'm gonna have to tell on the plane, and then get announced that our flight's now been delayed for 11 hours. So we're all up and arms up in the air, having a bit of a fit. And everyone starts queuing up and we get told to go to another gate to chat to people. Luckily I get to the front of the queue after about an hour, chat to the lovely lady, And she puts me on the flight the next day and the connecting flights as well, and says, yeah, there'll be plenty of time to get a connection, and they're also going to hold the seat for you in case you don't make that flight. I'm like, okay, yep, I'm all good. I'm happy. I can go home, back to Tiff, one more night, get to the airport, nice, relaxed in the morning, it'll all be fine. So I get there again this morning, and our flight's been delayed another 40 minutes. So now I'm like, okay, that's going to be a very tight squeeze. So we land just as they close the gate. So the lady this morning said that it's fine, they just do that, but they know you're there, they should keep it open. So I ran as fast as I could, got there, and they said no, they closed the plane gates. So I'm like, okay, it's fine, I can get on the next flight. The lady had a look, and no sign whatsoever. So they gave me another card to call someone. Luckily I got through to them today, and he put me on the flight 2 hours later, but it was down in economy. I paid for premium. I was a bit peeved about that. So then had to wait around for an hour and a half to chat to a lovely lady here, and she very kindly moved back up to Premier, which was very good, and happy with that. And during all of this, so once I'd got my boarding pass for the flight I'm about to board now, I sat down and I did some internal analysis of what I was seeking. I was seeking control and security. And then I realised that everything I've done, everything I can possibly control, I've controlled. I've got my boarding pass, I've got my seat on the flight so they can't kick me off or not give me one. And security, I know I'm going to get home, I know I'm on the flight. I can't really do much else. I've only got some nice healthy food, some grapes and boiled eggs and a wrap which I'll have on the plane, because I get quite moody when I'm hungry. So I've just gotten off the plane, and the first things I noticed is that it feels different here. Almost like I feel heavier, which is strange. Almost as if there's more gravity, which I know is ridiculous. It does feel kind of more pulled towards the ground. Like I'm kind of stuck here instead of lights, and I can accomplish everything, which is quite an unusual feeling. It's something to make note of. So I was walking off the plane, walking towards arrivals of Befriend. I remembered one thing about England, and that is that you don't have to wear masks. It's quite nice being able to take my mask off after many hours on the plane, walking along freely. My beard's all messed up, but I can fix that at a later date. Did a lot more than I could ever imagine doing. Experiencing van lifing, which after I experienced it, I actually really enjoyed it, but I will say leading up to it I was a bit like, bit hesitant, but I'm really glad I got to experience it, and I had some incredible trips and woke up in some beautiful places. I think that's probably one of my favourite things about van life, is getting somewhere at night, having no idea what it looks like or where you are, and waking up in the morning and just seeing a beautiful, incredible environment and just area you're in. I woke up near a river one time, a rainforest, not rainforest, a bit kind of a massive waterfall, which was, I was just in awe when I saw it. It was incredible. The second highest one not in the States. Cool, so now you guys have seen my trip, and you can understand some of the stress I went through. But I'm here now. I'm pretty sure I captured earlier on in the video. I'll retouch on it in case I missed it or you couldn't hear me. But as I stepped off the plane, I felt this kind of energy just pulling me down to the ground. It's really weird. I've never felt it before. Wondering if any of you guys have ever felt something so extreme or prominent in your lives before. I'd love for you to share that if you leave a comment. So that's the first time in my life I've ever actually felt something so severe. Steps off the plane, I was sort of collapsing down, which was really weird. Yeah, so leave a comment if you have. If you haven't, then I hope you never have to. So I think there is a massive force pulling me back out to the States, which I am hoping to move out to, and just trying to find a way to move out there. The sooner the better, because I loved living out there with Tiff and working with her. I felt very productive out there, and I will also say, it's maybe a generalization, but the people I've seen today on my small little walk are all very, to put it nicely, miserable and all a bit grumpy, whereas in the States they're all happy and more full of life. You know, everyone seems drained and run down. So I'm trying to stay positive, stay on top of things and not let that affect me too much. There is also mold in my house, which is a big problem. It's starting to trigger me as well, and I can smell it severely. Which is, something I'll be working away from home on my days from studying and coaching. Getting a lot more people booking up, which is brilliant. The sponsor said he's also interested in basically me trying out some techniques with him and helping myself grow. And I've got 2 regular clients. They're brilliant, and the first people that showed interest were females. Then I originally planned to work mainly with males, and then it worked out that the 2 guys who actually came through were both males, and I feel like I can do some incredible work with them, and they can achieve some excellence in their higher self. Thanks guys, just a reminder that this video diary is mainly for myself, but anyone who's watching and listening, I applaud you. Thank you for your support and your kindness, and any comments you leave are always appreciated. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to these videos if you wanted to see more. Hit a like, always appreciated, makes me feel a little bit better. And yeah, if you have any questions about what I'm doing, who I am, you can either watch the videos I'll put in the description, or just leave a comment and I'm happy to answer any questions you have, be it sort of more about my story, more about what I'm doing, where I'm going, the reasons behind these. Just love to hear from you guys. So I will see you back next Sunday, because I'll be posting a video every Sunday, and I'm also looking into setting up a regular date for a live video. Just trying to figure out the right time zone, because I know a lot of you guys have come over from Tiff's channel, and I think a lot of you are based over in the States, so trying to work out that time difference is the trickiest one. Yeah, so I'm in the process. I've figured out a time by the next video. So at the end of the next video, I will be coming out with a time. Yeah. Okay, Rex, this one is directly for you to look back on in 9 months' time or whenever, feeling doubt, just to remember what you've done and the pain you've caused. Today is the 10th of April, and last night Tiffany broke up with you after she'd finally had enough with all the lies, all the manipulation and pain you've caused her. You never following through on your word, disrespectful woman, lack of honor in her, manipulations, always playing victim, and never owning your own shit. You now have two decisions to make. One, you can either continue in your old ways and not own it and just keep on being numb and not dealing with anything, or two, you can actually start dealing with your own stuff and addressing it and actually really taking ownership for everything you've done, all the pain you've caused, all the lies you've caused, not only to her but to all women in general, all the people you've screwed over, you've left there high and dry, you've pretended to show interest in them just to get them to bed, and then once they're done, you up and leave. No respect, no reasons, just poof, you're gone. No respect, you always playing victim, always saying, oh, I'm sorry, I did it because of this, I did it because of that. Never taking ownership in anything you actually do. And today on the Elementum group, in my pod, they gave me a chance to, one, say something I'm proud of, and two, a pattern that keeps showing up that I want to address. The thing I'm proud of is actually doing the homework, getting it in, and planning ahead. And the thing I want to address, and constantly comes up and has brought you to this point, is you welcoming in any woman that shows you any interest and not taking any ownership and saying no, or any trust in yourself to say no. So this is your opportunity to actually start dealing with the shit, because you've lost something that could have been amazing, really because of my lack of trust in myself and not taking any ownership in what I'm actually doing or trying to change myself, or really just actually doing anything to change myself, and breaking promises and saying, yeah, I'll go and do it, and then as soon as I'm out of the doghouse, just go back to old ways and not actually follow through on anything. So this time I'm really hoping that you do follow through, you do start to do the work inside, and you do really actually look inwards and start dealing with your own stuff and actually getting better and trying and unearthing and unpacking fearlessly, and start playing victim. So you do have a habit of playing victim and complaining, saying, oh, I'm so sorry, I did this and this and this, instead of owning it, saying, yep, that was my fault, I did that, it was wrong, I apologize, and actually staying true and actually feeling the effects of it instead of just being momentary. So I'm really hoping and praying that you do the work. I've had lots of numerical angel signs today. Like 333 has been popping up when this has been in my head about getting help, and I'm getting help from a master coach. Luckily this week after a master coach training course. Cool. So I'm going to get on that, hand up straight away, go straight in there, as well as bring it up again, even if I do get called, half an hour after the call. And I'm getting help from someone else. I'm really hoping you show up fully to those people, fearlessly, and you start actually doing the work. This is the time in your life you've lost something amazing. You need to deal with your own stuff and actually honestly do it, instead of just saying you'll do it and doing it half-heartedly. Remember how you felt last night? You felt numb, you felt heartbroken. You felt loads of stuck emotions in your body just filling up your core. You need to move those emotions and allow them to move, be free and come out with no fear, no holding back, nothing stopping you. As Tiff lovingly pointed out, I have the ability, or you have the ability to actually do it. Well, it's one of your gifts as an addict. When you want something, you will stop at nothing to go and get it. So I'm really hoping you listen to what's happened, you take note of what's happened, and you do attack this as fearlessly, and as much motivation and determination as you used to go and pick up. And you don't just think, oh, I'll be fine and back on the ways and you'll deal with it later or push it down or use it. No, you're gonna attack this fearlessly, and you're gonna get better. You're gonna deal with this stuff so you can respect women. So not only that, you can respect yourself. Praying, I look back on this video and I look on it with a smile on my face saying, look how far I've come, and not just what an idiot for not taking any time to do anything about it. I really hope you do the work, Rex.